Welcome back to Bulldogs Franchise on Madden 20. This is Extinguisher 10, and today we are doing the preseason games. I'm just going to show you the highlights, just go through it all in one episode, and at the end of the episode we'll show you who made the team and what the team's looking like. Without getting into a long intro, let's just jump straight into the gameplay. Oh, but right before we get into the gameplay, I saw that we have way too many right tackles. I'm going to have to cut some of them. Trevante Patrick gave up 20 sacks last season, splitting time at right tackle. We drafted a new right tackle, and we still have our other right tackle, Bryce Montgomery, something like that. So Trevante Patrick is at best our third string guy, and it looks like the Chargers are interested in him, so let's see what we can get for him. We're sending Trevante Patrick and our third round pick to the Chargers in exchange for their second round pick and a next year 5 and 6. All this was just upgrading one round in the draft and giving up, I would say, someone I was probably going to cut anyway, so that's an easy win. And jumping into our first preseason game, the Bulldogs are up to a mighty 69 overall. We'll see what the adjustments are at the end of the preseason. Preseason, year number 2. Our new Richard Franklin. Let's take it out, why not? We miss Usain Bolt, but Richard Franklin, let's try that again. Taking it down to 30 in his first kick return. Here is our new starting quarterback. I cannot speak today. Blair McDaniel, 80 overall, 96 throw power. This guy just looks like he's going to be a beast. Just coming out of the draft, he is the highest overall quarterback from that draft. We, of course, don't know how everyone's development trait is, but he, like the other 3 top quarterbacks we were looking at, does have hidden development. God, an accurate pass. What a concept. Nice. That is what I'm talking about. Blair McDaniel completing his first pass attempt in the NFL, even if it is in preseason. Let's go. Got him right there. Kalen Brock with another reception. 3 for 3 is Blair McDaniel. Over the top. Yes. Alex Hale with his first reception of the preseason. Let's go. 4 for 4, 51 yards so far for Blair McDaniel. Really looking forward to getting this first touchdown from McDaniel. Let's go. Right over the top. Did he hold on? Yes, he did. To Pearson Antrom, the go-to guy of last season. He looks like he's going to be the go-to guy of this season. Of course, he is the best receiver. Whoa, that was a tight coverage right there. Risky throw, but Blair McDaniel has the accuracy that Seth Smith didn't. This is going to be a great season. I can just feel it. Let's go. Oh, I bit on it, but Levi Steed taking... I have not done a game in a while. His first sack of the preseason and just picking up where he left off last season. Taken down. Another sack by Levi Steed on Russell Wilson. And he is in the zone. Let's go. 1st and 10 on our second drive of the preseason. He is wide open. Alex Hale. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. 8 for 8, Blair McDaniel. 3rd and 7. And taken down. Dre... I don't remember what the D stands for. Anyway, D Flowers with the sack. And Cowan going back for punt return. Honestly, I don't remember who Cowan is.
What?
But he's looking to get cut because he just fumbled. Wow, Seahawks gave us a gift by the 2 guys standing next to him doing nothing. But unfortunately, no one else decided they wanted to do anything either. Look at that. They have no idea. But apparently the guys across the field do. 2nd and 12.
Mine.
Oh, interception, Ben Kitchens. Go, young fella, go. The second-year player with his first interception of the preseason. All right, let's go. Let's keep it a little close. He is wide open. Oh, that was not a very good pass at all. But it worked out. Luckily, there was no one near him. 1st and goal, 2nd string. offense in the game, and I will admit that either that was the world's worst throw or I pressed the wrong button. I thought I was throwing to an open receiver on the right. Either way, it worked out. They were both wide open, but yeah. Whoopsie. Wow. Yes! Interception, Toni Harris. Third time's the charm. Let's go. Toni Harris. She is becoming my favorite user player of Madden 20. Bam! Look at that. Just right there, and she just turned in mine. Sack taken down by Toni Harris. One interception and one sack so far today. Not the best punt, but yes, down to the one. Second best punter on YouTube is back. Yes, safety taken down by number one. Who is number one? Is that Bigsby? Yes, it is Deshaun Bigsby, who's going to have a slightly larger role this year. Bam! Lit him up. Oh, but we might get 15 rushing yards. Look at you go, Delano DeShields Jr.
What?
Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, no. No, the ball falls out. No. There you go. Ray Hodge with the interception, taking it to his house. There we go. What's that, our third interception of the game? Something like that. Let's do this. Preseason Bulldogs are on fire.
What?
Delano DeShields Jr. with the touchdown! And that's the end of our first game. We dominated that thing from about the time our backups came in, now that I think about it. But let's get to the stats, see how it went. There we go. 33-7. We didn't quite get it. We 8 less passing yards than the Seahawks, but 113 yards versus 27. 4.8 yards per attempt versus their 3.8. Didn't exactly see the turnover ratio, but we did fumble the ball quite a bit, but we picked off a lot of passes, so it kind of worked out. Let's check out the numbers. Let's just look at the Bulldogs. Blair McDaniel, 8 for 9. The one pass that was incomplete was a dropped ball by our best wide receiver, Pearson Antrom. He had it right in his bread basket. It would have been a touchdown, and he just dropped it. On the ground, Delano DeShields, 64 yards on 11 attempts, 5.8 yards per carry, 1 touchdown, 1 fumble, 1 broken tackle. Richard Franklin. I keep thinking Franklin Richards, but that is not who this is. Franklin Richards would have done better than that, but still, 35 yards on 6 attempts, 5.8 yards per carry. Terron Beckham, not a very good game, but he only had 4 attempts, so it could have gone better. And receiving, spread the ball around. Alex Hale led the team with 4 receptions and 62 yards. Kalen Brock, 3 receptions, 37 yards. 3 drops by Dayon Hayes. That is not impressive at all. We have a lot of wide receivers on this team, so you can't be dropping balls like that. And sacks given up by Bryan Cota. He's actually a converted offensive tackle. We've moved him to tight end and still gave up a sack anyway. Delano DeShields Jr., and what do you expect? And Bryce Montgomery doing what he does, acting like a turnstile. Tackles led by Ray Hodge, Toni Harris, and Duvon Davenport, each with 6. Tackles for loss, 3 by Deshaun Bigsby, and sacks 2.5 by Levi Steed, barely in the game, and still had 2.5. Deshaun Bigsby with 2, Toni Harris with 2, Devin Flowers with 1, Aaron Hudson with half of 1, Greg Tomlinson, and Cecil Leonard, each with half. a sack, and interceptions. One by Ben Kitchens, one by Ray Hodge, and one by Tony Harris. Any forced fumbles? No forced fumbles. All right, I will see you in game 2 of the preseason. 2nd and 5, let's go. And yes, Terron Beckham picking up where he left off last season. That was one hell of a run. There we go, just powering forward, Terron Beckham. What a man. 1st and 10. Wide open over the middle. Roy Rutledge with his first reception of the game. Blair McDaniel, 2 for 3. 3rd and 3, taken down for the sack. Mike Hamilton with his first career sack, at least in the preseason. I'm thinking Pearson Antrom. Nope, got a man wide open. Alex Hale catching it kind of behind his back. My man, Greg Tomlinson. 2 sacks today. Boom! Tough acting. Oh, I ran past him. Well, there went the 3 and out. Oh, there went the shutout. Jeez. George Kittle. Touchdown. Becca Longo trying a 53-yard field goal. I missed a little bit, but she's good enough. As time expires, we finally get on the board. Going into halftime, we are down 7-3. Let's keep going. 1st and 10. See what we can do. Yeah, oh, Richard Franklin. Mighty run. The Red Sea parted for you. Yes, 27 yards. Here we go, Nick Montana. Nick Hannah Montana. Oh, you... Yes, you stayed in bounds, Alex Hale. What a beast. Kevin Durant. Whew. Ooh. No, not Delano. Oh, you are so injury riddled. This happened last preseason. There we go. Greg Tomlinson, 4 sacks today. Holy cow, he's been a monster. 3rd and 7. Get us some blocking. Yes! Terron Beckham into the end zone for the game-winning touchdown. Well, barring our defense holding them. Let's do this. What the heck? Oh, are you guys surfing? Woo! All right, come from behind. Let's go. Dope. Oh. That was all me. Field goal to bring us into overtime. What's going to happen? And it is up. It is through. We are going into overtime. Although we have 8 seconds left, maybe we can make something happen. Boom! Tajay Wiley taking him down with his 2nd sack. Nice.
Wait.
Oh, go Terron, go. Woohoo! He is having one hell of a game. Oh, come on, Beckham, come on. Almost. Let's hand it to Tebow. Tebow. Come on, he got it, didn't he? No, he didn't. Apparently not. 4th and goal. Come on. You play to win the game. I know you win either way, but just forget it. Let's go for the touchdown. And... What? He was over! But apparently he wasn't over, so we just have to go for the safety. You've got to be freaking kidding me. Come on! Yes! And the safety! We get the victory! Yes! Woohoo! Oh, I thought they were just going for the tie. They faked me out, and they went for it. We got the safety. We got the victory. I'm not even sure who got that sack. Who was that? Whew, monster game on the ground. Just shy of 100 passing yards. Just couldn't get anything through the air. Kind of the opposite for the 49ers, but either way, neither team did very well. Checked out the replay. It was cornerback Duvon Davenport with this game-winning safety sack. But we've got the numbers here. Blair McDaniel had a rough game, mostly because of poor decisions on my part. Nick Montana, also a poor game, but more because he's bad. Terron Beckham led the team with 17 carries, 128 yards, and 7.5 yards per carry. 1 touchdown, 1 broken tackle. Richard Franklin, 10 carries, 5.8 yards per carry for 58 yards. Receiving, Kevin Durant led the team with 4 and 61 yards through the air. Alex Hale had 41 yards through the air and 3 receptions. Roy Rutledge, 3 receptions, 27 yards. Drop passes, by Morris, Phillips, and Pearson Antrom being shut out. Sacks, 2 given up by rookie Connor Portis, 1 by Miles Flanagan. And tackles led by Toni Harris with 10. Damn! 2 tackles for loss by Tay Wiley and Toni Harris leading the team. 4 sacks by Greg Tomlinson to lead the team. Tay Wiley with 2. Duvon Davenport with a game-winning sack. And Mike Hamilton with a sack in his own right. No interceptions this time. All right, we'll just see you in Game 3 of the preseason. Here we are taking on the Texans in the 3rd game of the preseason. Let's get going. Right there. Oh, Alex Hale picking up the reception and making up for my poor decision making. 3rd and 5. Oh, Kalen Brock taking down, looks like a horse collar, but hey, that was a lovely 25-yard reception. 2nd and 2. I want to keep this drive going. And we do. And well, no, never mind. The drive is no longer active because, he scored. Touchdown. Terron Beckham with, is that his first, maybe it's his second, I think it's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the preseason. He is hot after a great rookie year. 1st and 10. Oh. Couldn't juke him out, but hey, nice 13-yard run by Richard Franklin. Whoa! Take that, Puget Sound. 3rd and 11. Let's go. There we go. Stop him for, there was a gain. It's a bit of a gain. But we get the ball back. All right. Sylvester James with, I think, his first career preseason sack. And guess what? We're going to freaking go for it. Let's do it. There we go. Tim Tebow. Massive rush. 12 yards. Go, I'm thinking Antrim. Yep, right there. For the 1st down. Here we go. He is open. Hit him. Get out of bounds because he's going to tackle you. Look at that halftime line. -1 rushing yards. Let's keep that up. Taken down. Levi? Yep. Levi Steed. 3rd and 3. And another sack by Levi Steed. What's he even doing in here? I don't know, but he's in the zone, so I'm going to leave him in there. Oh, it's too easy sometimes. Levi Steed, 3rd sack of the day. 3rd and 21. And Levi Steed, like a monster, just comes after him. Like, nice pitch. God, that is just insane. 2nd and 9. Let's keep trying. There we go. There we go. Lovely 15-yard gain by the rookie Ryan Franklin. There we go. Franklin with the reception. Taken down, another sack. Deshaun Bigsby. 2nd and 10. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's a good run First and 10, Delano to Shields checking in the game. And scoring, baby! A touchdown! Yes, he did! Delano to Shields Jr., first touch of the game, runs for about 20 yards and a touchdown. And McBath is checking in the game. He is an undrafted free agent we picked up. He's going to be our only power guy if he makes the team. This is his first time checking in, so let's see how he does. Kind of squeezed through the line. 6 yards, it's a good start. Now Delano to Shields Jr. checking into the game. Run! Run, you're so fast, you're so fast! Oh, not quite fast enough, but still! Woo! 52 yards on 2 carries. Man is fast. But at least Becca Longo gets another field goal attempt. Puts us up 20-0. Let's just close it out with some solid defense.
Mine.
Yes! User pick! Way to go. Let's do it. Toni Harris with her second interception of the preseason. Just baited him right into it. That is ball game. We shut out the Texans. Held them to 2 rushing yards while we got nearly 200. 5.4 yards per carry versus their 2.9. We had 1 turnover. They had none. Or as far as takeaways, sorry. We had a takeaway and they had none. Blair McDaniel had an okay game. No touchdowns, but no interceptions. 14 completions on 24 attempts. 142 yards, 75.4 completion percentage. Nick Montana had a good game for Nick Montana. He was 1 for 2 for 5 yards. Terron Beckham led the team with, attempts, but not with yardage. In fact, he was 3rd. Delano DeShields had 5 attempts, but 78 yards. Richard Franklin had 49 yards on 6 attempts. Terron Beckham had 45 yards on 10 attempts. And the rest doesn't really matter too much. Let's see here. Receiving. Roy Rutledge led the team with 5 receptions and 50 yards. Kalen Brock, 3 receptions for 35 yards. No touchdowns through the air. And Roy Rutledge, 3 dropped passes. Damn. I would hope for more out of her first-round pick, but he'll progress. He'll get there. Richard Franklin with the drop 2. Pearson Antrom with the drop. Kalen Brock. Seen a lot of drops. Sacks, 2 allowed by D'Angelo Dunn, 1 by Bryce Montgomery, we've seen that before, and 2 by Connor Portis. Ooh, maybe right tackle is just a difficult position because Connor Portis is definitely better than any of the other guys we had last season. Of course, now that I think about it, he was taking on J.J. Watt, so that's probably why. And let's see here, Levi Steed led the team in tackles with 7 tackles for loss. Tay Wiley led the team with 3, and Levi Steed with 4 sacks. Deshaun Bigsby and Sylvester James each with a sack also. 1 interception by Toni Harris, and a couple field goals by Becca Longo. Let's see you in game number 4. 3rd and 6. Gotta stop them. Yes, we did! Levi Steed with the sack on Lamar Jackson. 2nd and 10. He's open. Oh, where the... Okay. That was a horrible pass, but Caitlin Brock made up for it. Woo-wee. Let's go. Yo, that was a bad pass. That was a bad pass. Bad decision on my part, and... Come on, you're too fast. You're too fast. There we go. Whew. Bad decision on my part, and not a good throw by Trevor Gretzky? No, Nick Montana. 3rd and 3. Gotta stop him. Oh! Pick! Here we go, Ray Hodge! Run like the wind! Let's go. You've got plenty of time. Ray Hodge, 83-yard pick 6. Taking it to his house. And the Bulldogs taking the lead. We have the 2-minute warning in all of our timeouts, so we don't have to rush anything. Nick Montana with an accurate enough throw. All right. Let's go. Nicholas Montanalus. Oh, I spoke too soon. Woohoo. 1st and 10. At this point, we just need to not screw it up. And there we go. It is up. It is through. Last second, literally last second victory over the Baltimore Ravens. And let's look at the numbers. 149 yards through the air, 49 on the ground, 4 yards a carry. It was, they did a little better than us, but we squeaked it out. We did get 2 takeaways. That's probably what did it, whereas they only had 1. Checking out the numbers real quick. Nick Montana, 5 for 26, 132 yards, 1 interception, no touchdowns. Blair McDaniel, just 2 for 3, didn't get much action, only played the first quarter, no touchdowns, 29 yards, 97.9 quarterback rating. And Delano DeShields led the team with 27 yards on the ground, 2.7 yards per carry, that's not so hot. And Dayon Hayes led the team with 5 receptions and 53 yards through the air. Cordell Broadus also had 5 receptions, 40 yards through the air. Sacks given up by just D'Angelo Dunn, much better, I like it. And Ben Kitchens led the team with 7 tackles. Sacks, only 1 for Devin Flowers and Levi Steed. 1 interception by Ray Hodge and 1 by Ben Kitchens. All right, let's see you back in the menu and we'll talk about the lineup for the beginning of the season. All right, here we are in week 1. Let's go over the team, talk about what happened during the offseason, and what we're going to have for a lineup to start the season off. So just to give you a great idea of the kind of improvement we had through this draft in trimming the fat at the end of the season, we went up to a 69 defense, a 75 offense, and 71 overall. That is a huge improvement. I think we were 59, so between progressing last year and the improvements made this offseason have really paid dividends. Let's check out the lineup. So starting with our new starting quarterback, Blair McDaniel, 80 overall, versus Seth Smith's 67, I think it was. I don't know. It was bad, whatever it was. He also has hidden development, one hell of an arm, so we'll see what that development trait turns into, but I'm excited for it. Tim Tebow is back at a 70 overall. Oh, and I did a offensive and defensive player of the year. Offensive player of the year was Terron Beckham, so I gave him a boost up to 75 overall. He also, during the offseason, got a development bump from doing so well. I don't know what award it was from winning or for what he did, but he did something good. He got a bump up to star development, so that's great. His returning backup is Delano DeShields Jr. at a 57. Richard Franklin, the converted wide receiver, is the 3rd string running back at 67. And an undrafted rookie in Carlos McBath. He will be the 4th string running back, but he's going to be the number 1 guy in power back situations. Moving over to wide receiver, our number 1 guy, Pearson Antrom, is back along with Trey Griffey and Cordell Broadus. Going over to the other side, stud rookie wide receiver Roy Rutledge with hidden development, 76 overall. He's our number 2 guy. Number 4 guy is Dayon Hayes. And M. Phillips, I don't remember, Marcel, maybe? I don't know. 66, he's our number 6 guy, I think it is. Josh Hoffman is back and up to an 81 overall. Kevin Collins moved from right guard to left guard and is 77 overall now. Jake Houghton with his star development moved from left guard back to his natural position of center. He's a 78 overall. And rookie right guard D'Angelo Dunn will be the starting right guard. If he does really bad, he could be replaced by Epstein or Goodwin, both 68. Well, actually, he just got a development point, so 68, 69 overall rookies. And maybe our best pick of the whole draft, Connor Portis, right tackle, 76 overall, hidden development. I'm really hoping we get at least superstar, if not superstar X Factor. Cross our fingers. And of course, Alex Hale is returning at a 75 overall, along with Kalen Brock. And we have Bryan Cota. He's an undrafted offensive tackle I converted to tight end because he was so athletic. Bumped him up to 72. He was like a 65, 67, something like that. And he's going to be sharing time with, oh, that's right, I have not made this clear. So over here at the other depth chart, because I couldn't show you there, we just have too many wide receivers, and with LeBron James being gone, we don't really have a pass-catching tight end. I mean, that's kind of what Kalen Brock is, but he's not particularly good at it. So I wanted to convert one of our wide receivers who wasn't going to see a lot of action to tight end, so that way when we have our empty backfield and it has 1 tight end and 1 running back as a receiver, I wanted to have that guy be out there in those situations. And Kevin Durant was the guy I chose. He's a 67 overall tight end. which is pretty close to what he was as a receiver, so you're only going to see him in there on empty backfield situations. And starting here over on defense, we have starting rookie defensive tackle Marcus McManus, backed up by another rookie in Mike Hamilton. And of course, Levi Steed. Oh, that's another thing. He got bumped up to Superstar X Factor during the offseason because, of course, he won just about every defensive award and shattered the NFL sack record. So, yeah, he's maxed out. He's an 86 overall now. Salomon Thompson, still our starting right end with star development. Joel Tubbs, 81 overall, star development, still here. Duvon Davenport, he got bumped up to star development. I don't know how, but he is. 71, he's going to be our number 3 guy. And Ray Hodge, he's number 4 or 5, somewhere in there. He is still here. Kadero Hogan, 74 overall, he's our number 2 guy. And Ben Kitchens, he is our number 4 guy. That's right. It's the exact same cornerback crew as last season. And stud safety, we converted from free safety to strong safety in Sylvester James, 78 overall, hidden development. Can't wait to see what that is. Boy, I hope it's going to be a really good one. We still have Mitch Moody and Justin Day, Mitch Moody being the starter from last season. Tay Wiley, he converts from defensive end to left outside linebacker, goes up like 3 points in overall, so he's going to be the left outside linebacker. He might be rushing in some pass situations. I think he's the backup for that. We're pretty thin at linebacker still with all the retirements, but we still have David Byram, who went up to a star development, and we have newcomer Denzel Bradley, and returning linebacker Cecil Leonard, and also rookie middle linebacker Devin Flowers. We have 4 middle linebackers, 2 outside linebackers, so the outside guys are going to be helping backing up on the outside. And over here at right outside linebacker, we have our 2nd round pick, Greg Tomlinson. He had a fantastic spring, already went up 1 development point. He only has normal development, but if he keeps playing like how he did during the preseason, he is going to have a fantastic season and will probably get pumped up at some point to star development, which will help. And of course, Aaron Hudson still has a star development at 75 overall. And our defensive player of the year is Toni Harris. She was like a 55 overall, and she played so incredibly well. She's progressed on her own just from getting some extra points. I didn't bump her up quite this high. I did give her a good bump, but she's up to a 67 overall. Could get even higher. She's been playing fantastic so far this spring. Sorry, that's baseball. She's been playing fantastic so far this preseason. And moving over to special teams, we have our returning kicker, Becca Longo. I did some research. I think I didn't quite give her enough credit in leg power. Sorry, I bumped her up, I think, 2 in power. Otherwise, I left her the same. And we have our new rookie starting punter. Is it Ian Temper? Yes, it's Ian Temper. He's already proven to be way better than Darren Erstad, at least in preseason. And of course, now that Usain Bolt is gone, Richard Franklin, our kind of Swiss Army knife, he's gonna be our running back who splits out wide. He's gonna be our 3rd down back, and he is gonna be our kick and punt returner. And moving over to specialists, we have our slot cornerback in Kadero Hogan, backed up by Duvon Davenport and Ben Kitchens. Rush left end is still Levi Steed. Rush right end is Greg Tomlinson. He's moving down from linebacker to do that. And moving inside, unlike last year where he stayed outside, we have Salomon Thompson, who will be rushing from defensive tackle. And Mike Hamilton will be the number 2 rush defensive tackle. Number 3 being Ben Burley. But sub linebacker, David Byram, Aaron Hudson, and Cecil Leonard, just like last season. Power back Carlos McBath, backed up by Terron Beckham and Tim Tebow. 3rd down running back I already mentioned, Richard Franklin, backed up by Tim Beckham, and our slot wide receiver, Roy Rutledge, Pearson Antrom, and Morris Phelps, the undrafted rookie free agent. Well, that's our team. I hope you've enjoyed watching this offseason video. I've enjoyed playing it. I can't wait to get to the regular season, play season 2. We played fantastic during this preseason, so I think we just might make the playoffs. Playoffs? But it's pretty early to be talking about that. We haven't even played the first game yet. But you know what we haven't talked about yet? We haven't talked about giving me a big ol' like on the video, jumping down, hitting the big red subscribe button, turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. In addition to this Bulldogs franchise series, we also have what's going to happen in the Super Bowl, what happened in the playoffs. went through all that. I'm probably going to do this with baseball too, do some predictions, maybe cover some trades, that kind of thing. And of course, this isn't the only gaming content we have. We also have how to scout and draft players in Madden 20. If you want to see more than just football, I am getting ready to do a series, probably only going to release it about once every other week, but I'd like to do it year-round. It's going to be Major League Baseball featuring Ken Griffey Jr. Yes, that's right, the old Nintendo 64 video game. That I loved playing. I went through and played all 162 games one time, and it took forever, but I had a blast with it. I can't wait to play it again. And also, we're going to get into WWE 2K20. I've never done a wrestling game on this channel before. Used to play them a lot. Haven't played in probably 5 years, but I love playing them, and I hope you enjoy watching me play them. But with all that being said, this outro has gone way over time, so we're going to cut it off here. This is Extinguisher 10 signing out. Have a great rest of your day.